Hey everyone, I got the ocean. I'm on the coast still. It's kind of cold this morning. There's a few people out walking their dogs. Let me get a little closer. There we go. A little more intimate with you, yeah. I've had a couple of questions on the YouTube channel, and I will address them one by one. One is, you asked me this a while ago. You said, give you a capsule of what wardrobe you will need as a nomad. Well, the first rule of thumb is don't bring too much. You're going to collect clothes as you go. I mean, most of us, guys and gals, we kind of, as each season moves and flows, we pick up a few new items. I know I do. For summer, I like to pick up some new clothes. I just revisited a video, and I'll leave the link for it. It was a fun video, but I went to Lake Havasu to find some summer clothes, some new shorts, and a couple of, I wanted a couple bathing suit tops. I guess I knew instinctively I was going to end up in this area here. Yeah, it's been fun. I've got 3 bathing suit tops, and then what I did for Walmart, I picked up some shorts. I kind of tweaked them. I altered them just a little bit, just for me, because I was a good seamstress, just for myself. I didn't work it, but for myself, I knew how to use a sewing machine and sew for my mother, you know, way back when I was a teenage girl. So I tweaked those, and that's what I've been wearing. And then I wore my cutoff shorts that I found at Walmart. They fit so nice, they're so comfortable. So that's really been my summer wardrobe. And then I bought some new racerback tank tops, and those are really nice. So that's what I've been wearing this summer. Now, I still had some summer clothes from the year before. I kind of got rid of some of them because I can only have so many clothes. I only have so much room in my drawers for so many clothes. Now, the real issue can be the winter clothes because they take up more space. I bought a new sweatshirt at Walmart. It was like $8 for this, but it's going to be nice. Just slip it on. I don't need anything expensive right now. But it's going to be nice. It's warm. I've got a new neck gaiter. This one I like. I found these at Walmart and I can't find them. They're kind of stretchy. They're thin, and I can put it on when I go into a store. Because in California, there's a mask mandate. And then I found another one, and I gave it to Paul, so it's easy for him too. Instead of putting on those blue masks, yeah. But so I got this. I got my shemagh on today. I'm trying to protect my hair from the kiss of the mist that comes down. Yeah. So, and plus, when I am in the coast at this beach town, there is no Planet Fitness. So in order to get my shower, I need to go into the inland just a little bit. So, sometimes it's nice just to cover up my hair. Now, I do have my wigs. Oh, yeah, I do have 4 new wigs that I got from Cindy. Shout out to Cindy. We had fun. And if we could all pray for her daughter, Melanie. She has been sick and in the hospital. So let's all say prayer for Melanie. Yeah. So, got my shemagh on. And it's comfortable to wear this. And I bought this at army surplus store, because the military wear these when they're in the desert area. Yeah, they wear these. This is more of a military one, and I'd like to get a couple more. I like this material. Okay, so as far as winter clothes, oh my gosh, I went off. Sorry, side note. I do that often. Side note. Well, winter clothes take up space, obviously. Those little thin racerback tops and shorts and bathing suit tops, they don't take hardly any room at all, but winter clothes do. So you want to have an extra bin ready to go that you can store your winter clothes. Right now, I did pull out a lot of my winter clothes because it's starting to get cold here and it won't be long. And when I get them out, I have to go deep into the back, into that big well that's in the back of my van where the third row seats used to go. So, but they're just in the back and they're in a bag because I have not redone my clothes yet because it's still summer. Well, they take a lot of space. Now, I like to have a few of the fleece shirts, the fleece bottoms. These are fleece bottoms here, yeah. And I like to have these available. And I like to have 3 or 4 pair. Well, that's, wow, to have 3 pairs of shorts or 3 pair of fleece pants. It's like fleece pants, summer shorts, yeah. So they take a lot more space. There's where the tricky part comes in. And then I need my jacket. That's still buried down in there. I didn't get that out. Jacket, and I have a couple zip-up vests, fleece vests, because when I go back to Arizona gets cold in the winter. Oh, yeah, a lot of people think, oh, no. In the afternoon, it will warm up, but in the morning, it's cold. It could be 30 degrees in the morning, and then it heats up to about 60, sometimes 70. And there's a huge fluctuation in Arizona between temperature morning and evening. Now here, I'm finding on the coast, there's areas where it starts out 57, but it goes up to 60. There's only like a 10, 15 degree difference. Not so in Arizona, and probably some other places too. I know Arizona very well. So yeah, you gotta get some winter clothes, and you can't just have 1 or 2 outfits, because you could be out boondocking for 14 days and you don't want to go in to do your laundry. So you have to have enough. Now, as far as clothes, you want to wear the same. I wear the same outfit 2, maybe 3 times 3 days in a row. Yeah. Yeah. And plus you're gonna like take off layers of clothes when you're in Arizona in the morning, and then you're going to throughout the day take off another layer till you get to like the 60, 70 degrees. Now, as far as shoes, I have hiking shoes, I have tennis shoes, I have a couple pairs of tennis shoes, I have some like hiking sandal types shoes. Those are my main, and I carry around my cowboy boots. I don't know why, I guess because they're expensive. Are they really comfortable? Not really for the nomad life, but I carry them. I'm not willing, I just carry them around. What they might be nice for is in the winter or in the springtime when I'm still boondocking and I step down out of my van, there could be a snake underneath as it warms up. They could be, and the eggs are hatching, there could be a snake underneath my van. So yeah, I mean, those are nice for that. Just put on your boots, step out, and so it's going to be okay. I mean, that's why I bought the boots in the first place, was so because I'm in Arizona and I might be walking around outside where the brush is, and yeah, that's why boots are nice, so you don't step on critters that you shouldn't be and then get bit. I have never seen a rattlesnake. People say, oh, you see a rattlesnake. I've never seen one. Maybe this year I will see one. I hope that I don't have a bad encounter with one, but I wouldn't mind seeing a rattlesnake. I've never seen one. So there's your clothes. Now, as far as socks go, I get good socks. I'm a sock shoe person. I spend money on socks and shoes because I love, look at the sand I mean. I've become barefoot on the coast. When you walk on sand, yeah, you don't want shoes, but I take care of my paws here. I like my paws, and I take care of them. And so I have, I think it's a Danish brand. I think Danish, but I wear I wear wool socks, yeah. And that wool blend kind of sock. And they last for years. So some people buy cheaper socks and then they just replace them. But they're not overly comfortable. So my theory is get really good socks. They're padded, they're comfortable, and they last just as long as somebody else who bought. I've had them for probably a good 4 years now. And they're still going strong because I only wear them in the winter. So yeah, I spend money on my socks, yeah. And let's see, what else did you, well, you got your hats. I got to have my hats. Now, underwear, I have lots of underwear now. I probably have like maybe 25 pairs of underwear, I do. And they're different styles. I just recently bought some new underwear. So I have that. And then, of course, I have my sports bras. I wear those. Now, guys, I know you don't need those. Some of you might want to get a bro or a man's ear. Yeah, remember Seinfeld, the man's ear, or the bro, instead of bra, the bro. So, some of you might want to. Here comes a lone dog out here. I'm looking around, who's the owner of this cute little dog? Well, he's cute. Wow. Maybe he'll come on. Come here. It's all like, ooh, he's looking at me like, who are you calling me over? I don't know you. Who are you? Okay, keep that. So yeah, that's about all I got. That's about all I carry, yeah. And then of course, oh my gosh, I've got my neck gaiters. I got those in a bag. I've got my arm gaiters. Those are in a bag. And then I've got an assortment of scarves. I've been changing. I got a few new scarves. I've been changing Abby's scarf, like every 3 days, give her a new scarf. She had her San Francisco scarf. Now she's got her red scarf on, her beach scarf. And then, of course, I wear them too. And then I have those long scarves, those like 60 scarves that I wear. So these are all accessories. You've got to have your accessories also. So just don't carry so much because you're going to get new things as the seasons change for the new year, if that's what you do. Oh, I also have a flannel shirt. And I love that flannel shirt, yeah. Now, as far as sweatshirts go, look down below. I have my merchandise down there. It says buy Minivan Lee merchandise. I've designed some sweatshirts. I'm going to do some more. Especially I'm going to do a sweatshirt and a t-shirt for our meetup the first week of February 2022. Woo! Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun, everybody, for the Facebook group. So if you want to participate, go join the Facebook group and come to our meetup. It's a Facebook group meetup. And we're going to have a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a week. We can all hang out, have campfires, and I want to have a little talent show. So if you got a talent, you can sing or you can juggle, poi balls, whatever. Do a little act, do a poem. Remember the beatniks? We'll do a little drum thing and you can do your poem, your beatnik poem. Yeah, we're going to have a talent show. Yeah. And we're going to have some door prizes too. Yeah. Okay. And I'm not going to promise, but I'm probably going to give away and raffle off a power bank. Yeah. A power bank, an expensive one, yeah. Okay, so that's the clothes situation. Don't carry more than you need. Now, as far as clothes go, if you have like Hobo Joe, she has this one area at her high top that's dedicated. It's got this little closet in there that she can hang clothes on. Hang your clothes up. But if you're like me and I don't have that, there are no clothes in my minivan that wrinkle. I like fleece. I like things that aren't going to wrinkle. But if you do have a place to hang your clothes, you could have nice shirts like for church, going to, corporate meetings, things like that. You could have a suit. Okay, so there's your clothes. Now, here we go with another question. Somebody had mentioned and asked me about how my food bin was. And you asked me, you said, how do you handle the food that you keep in the back of your van? How do you deal with that? Well, you asked it in such a way as that's where I store my clothes. The back of my bin on those drawers, those are foods that I eat on a regular basis. It's my overflow bin that's in the front of my van, that big one, that I store overflow food. Now, I do not in any way believe that I carry too much food. In all reality, I only have, like, if something happened and I could not get to a store anymore, a disaster happened, I would really only have food and I'd have to ration it out for a month. That's all. That's not very much. I mean, most people in their homes, they have food. Some food is stored for a year. But another thing too is some of the foods that I have. Okay, get off my mouth. You have no right to be there. Okay. Is it gone? I don't know. Some of the foods that I have stored require water. Now, if there's a real disaster, I'm probably going to have to waste my water to cook them. Another thing too is there's a disaster and you can't get to water, don't eat so much, because it takes water to digest food, so you want to have enough water. Yeah. So that's my food situation. I don't have that much food, and I do go to the store. I have to replenish things that I use often. Chicken, my creamers for my coffee, and just things like that, flavorings, things like that, protein, and my produce. I eat a lot of produce. Some of you say, oh, you don't eat right. Oh, I do. I just don't show it all the time, but I mostly eat produce, salads. Yeah. And the other day we steamed some broccoli. Oh, it was so good. Okay. So that's my food situation. One other thing I would like to just mention is I'm doing some videos for Amazon for some products. And they're like little commercials. They're little short commercials. So go on, and they're posted on my storefront, and I'll leave the link for the storefront. Go on my Amazon storefront. It's the same thing as going in the video description, and you bring down the video description and there's links. Same thing, but if you go to my storefront, you can actually see the pictures of things, so you can see I've got different sections like comfort or energy for, like, I got solar, things like that, solar, like solar banks. I've got my solar bank out here, and it's attached to this because it needs to be powered. And these, there was a 2-pack. There's a link for these. So I've got some commercials going. At the end of this video, I'm going to show one of the commercials I did for that. A beach hat, the sun hat. Oh my gosh. Those are fun to do. So I'm just going to post that. And anything on my storefront or on the video description, the links, I do get a small commission. It's not a lot. It's not like, woo, I'm getting all this money for that. No, it trickles in, but it does add up over as people use my links. I won't go into that. I've mentioned that a lot, but use my links. It does help me. And get it out of your cart and buy it right away within the 24 hours. Otherwise, I don't get anything. But go on my storefront and you'll see some videos. And as I do them, I'll feature them. Do you want to buy that fur talk hat? Maybe you do. It's really a cool hat, but I did the commercial and I'm only showing you the commercial. So, but I do need to disclose that it is a commission and it doesn't cost you anything. They just give me a commission because I'm helping sell products, Okay. Here's what I want to talk about. So let's get into this. Who am I? Who's Minivan Lee? Who am I? Well, I haven't gone over how I became a nomad and who I am for a while now. And today's the first day of autumn. Yay, I'm so happy about that. But I thought that this would be a good start again. I feel like it's a new start today, so I thought I would start with who I am. So I'm a full-time nomad, and I live in my minivan, and I have for 5 years now. I do not own a storage, and I don't have any items parked at my children's garage or anything. Everything I own is in my minivan. So I'm very careful with what I carry, and I don't think I carry too much. There are items in there that I haven't used in a while, but I know that down the road I'm going to, and I might need that in an emergency, so I have to carry them. And just like you would in your house, not everything in your house you need, but I do have to carry them. Now, I do like the minivan. I wanted to go with the minivan because it's so stealthy, and there's enough room in there. And my minivan is an LX, which means it's luxury. It means it's just a little bit longer than some of the other minivans, so I like that. Now, I was born and raised in Upper Ohio near Lake Erie. And I left Ohio, got married and left Ohio in my early 20s, very early 20s. And it was during that time, if you look at the history of Tucson, a lot of migration was going on during the 70s to Tucson. Not just all over Arizona, but especially Tucson had this huge growth. And surprisingly, a lot of people from Ohio moved there. It's like, I knew friends that were going there and were visiting there, some friends there. So I guess it's word of mouth, word of mouth, word of mouth. That's how things grow. It's just word of mouth. So I was one of those. First, we went to Los Angeles, and my husband was a musician type, and he was going to he had grandeur ideas of breaking into the music business. We hated LA. We hated it. And I had a sister there. And so she was a good lifeline there in LA. We only stayed 3 months, and then we hightailed. We said, Tucson seems like a pretty cool place. So we went back to Tucson, and that's when it was shortly after that, in my mid-20s, moving on to like around 26, I had my first baby. Yeah. And so all my children were born in Tucson. I have 4 children, yes. And they're all very successful children. It's really pretty cool. So lived in Tucson, and then an unfortunate situation happened. I was in early 40s, and my husband was killed by a drunk driver in an accident. So I found myself a single mom for quite a while. My youngest one was only 2 years old, or going on 2 years old. So it was a tough time. I'm okay. But that's my history, and I've always been a bohemian type artist, and I've had many different jobs along the way, and I've tried many different things. I've got my hands dirty on a lot of different things. I've worked construction. I taught myself graphic arts when the personal computer first came out, and I've just done a lot of different things that I've really enjoyed. I was in the health field for a while. I have a college degree in psychology and sociology, and I've lived a really fun life. Some moments weren't so fun, but it made me who I am today. I think that's what happens, is we are who we are, and we don't want to have regrets or look bad on things in life, because it makes us who we are. And I'm a very strong person. I have a strong personality, and I did way back. So that's a little bit of my history. So why am I a nomad? Well, about 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, my oldest daughter said, "Mom, you've got to watch these videos." And so I did. They were about the nomad life. I knew right away, I thought, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I want to do this. And I knew I wanted a minivan. After watching a few, I thought, I want a minivan, because I want to be stealthy, and they're better on gas. And it'd be more up my budget, yeah. So, and I knew after watching them, I thought, I don't want to build out there. I wouldn't want to be closed in a minivan. So I knew and I like to, look at me, I'm just sitting on the floor here, and I am so comfortable. Let's go back just a little bit. I've always been active all my life, always. I've ridden a bike through town. I used to ride my bike from one end of Tucson to the next, and this was in my mid-40s. And I've always been active, and I was active in stretching and yoga. Now I don't per se do yoga in the true sense, because I've had to tweak it a little bit. They want, and my shoulders, yeah. So I've tweaked it for me, but I've stayed very active in my life. And I come from a big size family too, but I was one of the only, well, I might say I was one of the few in my family, immediate family of brothers and siblings and parents. Just in that immediate family, not my aunts and uncles, but they were my mom was kind of a heavy set person, and my sisters ended up being that way too, and so did my nieces. But I just, that's just not my style. Yeah, I don't want to overeat, and I don't want to be heavy, and I don't want to be dragging myself around. I like to be active. I'm an active person. So yeah, I have stayed active, and I knew that I wanted to just be on the ground. So I put a carpet in my van. When I did finally get it, I put a carpet in it, and I've got some padding on it. I've had people say, so basically, you're just sitting on the floor in your van. Well, not really. Not really. I'm not just sitting on the floor. Yeah, there's some padding on there. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. So about 5 years ago, my daughter and son-in-law got transferred to Cincinnati. He's a chemical engineer, and my daughter is a nurse practitioner, so they got transferred, and I was very close to my granddaughter. She was only 3 at the time, and I thought, this is my magic moment. Catch that magic moment right now. Remember Van Halen, right now? Catch that magic moment. And I got my minivan, and I won't go into too many details, but because I've already mentioned them, but this is how I got started, and I have not looked back. Now, I did stay with them for about 4 or 5 months, and I stayed right with them, and I had my own area in their home. They bought a big home there, and I had my own area with my own door to go out. I was basically very independent there, but I could help out with my granddaughter. But then I did get restless. And that was when I first started working for Amazon, and I started stashing some money, and then I took off, and I haven't looked back. Yeah, this has been a really fun life, and you can follow my videos from there. I mean, because I stayed in Cincinnati a couple years, and I've been out here for a while, traveling around. So you can follow my videos, but the big thing now is that I'm traveling with a friend, Paul, and we're good buddies. And a lot of people like to think different, but we're just good buddies. And we just get along. Our personalities kind of a mesh, you know. And of course we got Abby, and I enjoy her. So now I'm traveling with somebody. It's a big change, and if you want to travel with somebody, there's that hair again. It's here to haunt me. Oh, there's a hair. I'm thinking on this, and I'm still learning, but I'm telling you, if you want to travel with somebody, it's better to make sure that you really are meshed personality-wise and a really good friend. Because you're together a lot. I find that Paul and I are together a lot, and we're good with it. We're just like, we're not like talking to each other all the time, but we're parking next to each other. We've got it down to where he parks on one side and I park on the other, and we have this space in between. We give us enough space that I can pull out my bins, that he could put a chair out and set, yeah. And then we can just talk. We share coffee, and we share the microwave and the Okmo and the ice chest, yes. Sometimes I cook, sometimes he does. It just works. Paul is a good friend, and I met him in Courtside, and he's a really good friend. And you're going to see him. He does he's not behind the camera today, but he does a lot of camera work. He's learning, and it's fun. It's a fun a supportive way to be a nomad. Yeah. So that's really my story. And another part of my story is creating my own future. I advocate this and I talk about this. You need to create your own future. Get rid of that. Quit dragging it into your future, because you're going to create your future no matter what. You're just going to do it, for the good or the bad. And if you're dragging your past and the emotions of your past and all that crap, because we all got it, we all had it. I don't have it anymore. I've gotten rid of it. But we carry it into our future. Don't carry it into your future. What you do is you need to vision your future. Decide what do you want. And then, it's not like this. It goes like this. Okay. Yeah, whoops, I forgot. Yeah. I don't do the meditation like this too much, but usually I lay down in the morning and kind of vision my future. This morning, something told me to revisit who I am and what I'm about as a nomad. So I'm doing that. But you want to visualize what you want. What do you want? And get it out there and just put it out there. And I've talked about this before. I'm not going to talk extensively about it. But this is who I am as a nomad. I am a creature of the future. I think about the future. Now be here now. You want to be present. Already put out there what I want for my future. I've already visioned my future, so it's out there. So I can be present right now and enjoy my day. Yes. And I'm just going through, and not all yet, I mean, they're still being formulated, but a lot of my future has already been rolling forward and materializing itself. So it's a lot of fun. And that's a lot of who I am as a nomad. I am a positive, creative person. And as far as YouTube goes, I've done videos for years. For years, I taught myself. That's where my true love is. Well, my true love is up there, with him up there. But my next love is creativity and creating videos, creating beauty, creating graphics, creating a story and telling a story through my videos. YouTube has been a real experience. Not always a good experience. I do deal with certain types of people that I normally in the past never dealt with in my life, but I do. YouTube is sort of like the DMV. Everybody's there. You got every type of person at the DMV. You got from here all the way down to here, and you have to do that. So if you're thinking about being a nomad and wanting to be a YouTuber, first of all, you better be ready, because you're going to get slammed often by at least one person. My followers, I love you guys so much, but there are those that everyone's on, they can zing. Well, whoa, why did you say that to me? Well, you just have to get over it. You have to get over it, which I can do now. You have to get over it, but it's been a progress. And you have better love sitting and editing your videos. I spend over 40 hours, probably 50 hours a week on videos, creating 3 a week. And I've changed my schedule. Today's Thursday, and it's up, because if you're a creature from the future, you're watching this on a Sunday. It doesn't matter. But I did put this out on Thursday. It'll be Thursday, Saturday, and Tuesday. I've changed my schedule. Now, we also have our This Nomad Life with Lee and Paul podcast. Oh, yeah. And that's going to be put out on Thursday. But we're going to change the schedule on that, because I'm putting a video out on Thursday. So I'll let you know what the day is. Probably going to be Friday, but we'll see. We'll see. You can let me know what will be a good day for a podcast. Leave a comment. So, I've got stickers and I've got magnets at minivanlee.com. And I've got my book there too. Just scroll down a little bit. And I'm going to ask you, please subscribe. It really helps me out. Give me a thumbs up. And you've watched it all the way through because you made it here. Now, I still have my commercial. I'll let you see that. And I just want to show it to you. I really like it. That's fun to do. So that's my story. And I'm sticking to it, yeah. I love you guys. I really do love all of you. And I hope that your days are filled with love and happiness and joy and health, because that's where your wealth is. Your true wealth is your health. So be kind to your body, and be kind to your friends and family. Be kind to your fellow man, woman, mankind. Yeah, I'm a mankind. And isn't it funny though? If you're a senior, isn't it funny how males and females sort of meet at this age? We sort of meet, and it gets more of a mesh as time goes on, as we even get older. The men become a little bit more, well, I'm not like women, but their interest. And it's because testosterone kind of settles and decreases. Women, their estrogen decreases, and because they have estrogen also. Or women, women have testosterone also. Men have estrogen also. So as the testosterone and the estrogen for women, they sort of meet in the middle, don't we? So that's a lot of fun. We don't have to be like, oh, the man and the woman. Yeah, it's fun getting older. It's fun being an older nomad. And I know there's a lot of you young people out there. You got a lot to look forward to. Yeah. So I appreciate all you guys so much. Bye.